Night. Everything's starting early, being unresponsive. But this is Miss Shirley, OG Gardner, Cleveland, Ohio, Zone 6B. I welcome you into my home. If you're watching the replay, please show me that you like me just a little bit and hit that like button, and also hit that notification bell so that you will be notified of any new videos that I might unload. It's been a cool day here in Ohio. It's been raining on and off for the last 3 days. The temperature now is maybe about 65 degrees, a little chilly because you can feel the dampness in the air. Psalms 146. I know you in the bushes, baby. You always in the kitchen cooking for your family, trying to get that together. I appreciate that. Hey, Mike. How are you, Mike? I saw your what is it, information in regards to the WIG 2024 starting. I think you said December the 1st. Okay, so yeah, I'm looking forward to that. No, it was GT. That's what I was reading. GT was saying it, and he was telling us, giving us a list of all the stuff that we could use for possible infestation in your house. You know, of gnats and flies and whatever else that might come inside the house when you bring plants in or start growing inside. Shantae, what's up? What's up? What's up? Thank you for stopping in. I appreciate you. Yes, Joshua Gabriel, good evening. Thank you for stopping in. Miss J.K. Gardner, thank you for stopping in or appreciate it. Yeah, Miss Gardner, I'm feeling okay today. A little stiff, uh, but this weather's kind of messing with my arthritis. So, but I try to keep moving. I don't try to sit around. You know, when you sit around, that's when you have issues with stuff. I got to kind of, like boxes, just keep moving. So other than that, I'm not bad. Cassandra South Fulton, what's up? What's up? What's up? Thank you for stopping in this evening. G Mama grows hard in the garden. Thank you. Thank you for showing in nice and bright and early. G Mama, I was watching your video with that real tall, what's that, an indoor garden? I mean, you got a whole lot of stuff growing up in there, girlfriend. I mean, you got a garden inside the house. And you growing things in your grow garden, in your indoor garden, that I didn't think you could grow in that. So kudos to your girlfriend. Kudos. I appreciate you showing us how to do it. What's possible. A lot of folks says that they can't do it uh, or don't know how. But that video shows very much so that you can do it and how. And I happened to look up that standard indoor garden size. Them things ain't cheap. Woo! Yes, indeedy. All righty. Yes, the storm all the way down here is hurting my knees all the way up here. Yeah, believe me, I'm feeling it in every bone and fiber of my being. Everything aches. But you know what? I just took a pain pill and I was like, it'll kick in shortly, so we'll be all right. Hey, Serena, how are you? Thanks for stopping in. I see you saying hello to everybody. Greatly appreciate it. Yeah, G Mama the Plant Whisperer. Yeah. uh, I'm frozen. Am I frozen, y'all? Okay. If I'm frozen for a minute, it's because I'm trying to read the chat. I'm gonna have to change my glasses because these are new glasses. I don't know if they too strong or not strong enough because they kind of hurt my eyes. Hold on, y'all. When you get new stuff, it doesn't always work out the first time. Let me see these. Yeah, these are a little more comfortable. Yeah, the new glasses is tight behind your ears and trying to focus and see. All right, wait a minute. And these is dirty. I got about 90 pair of glasses around here. I got them in the bathroom. I got them out in my garden, little truck out there. Got them out on the front porch. I got a pair in the basement. Got a pair in the kitchen if I have to read a recipe or something or instructions on something. Okay, now we better. Yeah. Mike says as long as we can hear, it's fine. Okay. Yeah. I've seen everybody saying hello. Which herbs make big animals sounds? Garlic. Okay. All right. Here we go with the jokes. Yeah. So as I was saying, good evening to everyone in the house that's coming in and more that's coming in. The topic for tonight is how do you treat yourself to work in your garden? I'm seeing in a lot of different videos where a lot of people are buying personal products to cover their bodies, like the long sleeves that they wear, to protect their arms when they're out there. Some people say they scratch soap to get it up underneath their nails so that it's easier to clean afterwards, or they don't have to worry about the dirt getting down inside of it. Some people wear gloves sometimes, and sometimes they don't wear gloves at all. And they wear different kinds of gloves. I've seen cloth gloves, I've seen rubber gloves, I've seen the disposable kind of gloves, the black ones, the blue ones, the clear plastic. Everybody has their own way of gardening and how that they deal. When I'm weeding, I can't wear gloves because to me, when you wear gloves when you're weeding, you can't feel if the weed is tight or whether it's slowly coming up. Because a lot of times when you're doing real hardcore close guard weeding, you like to see if you can feel like you're pulling the whole root out along with the weed itself. And to me, with gloves on, you don't have that feeling. The dexterity is altogether different. Like I said, occasionally freezing. Okay. I have some type of interference, but I can hear you good. Okay. Move phone away from. How about I just turn it off? No one should be calling me this time of the evening anyway, because I turned the TV off. Okay. Yeah. Because normally, if everything was on, I would start buffering. Is anyone here in the path of the Hurricane Helen? I was watching, who was that? Fresh and Fire, how they were batting down the hatches, and also Dan Food Forest down in Florida. So I've seen a few videos of people that's in the Florida area, how they're tying down stuff or bringing stuff in because of the high winds and stuff. I think Dan was showing that they had already snapped one fingers of bananas, and he had a couple of them that was hanging, and he was scared that the high winds was going to snatch them. And they said the storm hasn't even hit them yet, but the high winds is already doing damage. So there's a lot of our YouTube family that's in Florida. We're sending out our prayers and blessings that you guys will be safe during this particular time. Mike says gloves make my hands sweat. Okay. I can't feel anything with gloves. I don't know. It's just something with me contact with the dirt. G Mama says I cover my arms and my hair when I'm outside. I don't like bugs on me, period, especially biting me. Yeah, yeah. I always have something on my head. I can't go out there. I can feel the heat, the sun beaming on top of my head. Feel like it's frying my brain. I can do with or without. I have naturally long nails. All right. So I keep my nails clean. Like right now, I have here next to me, I have this kind of file to get underneath my nails, and I have this kind of file. When I come in, I give my nails a good scrubbing. And while they're still wet, I might be sitting here watching TV. I will sit here and clean my nails. One thing I cannot stand is my nails being dirty. That drives me bananas. Because I can get anything up under my nails between sauce or whatever. But I'm OCD when it comes to my nails about being clean. Yeah. I just cut them down because they were really long. My mom used to say, cut them claws down, look like you hanging in a tree. I was like, Mom, all right. Uh, Psalms was asking, oh, all right. I didn't say it's somebody's mail. I missed a few things. Okay. Mm. Everybody saying hello to one another. Which herb makes me? Oh, I read that already. Occasionally, I'm still freezing. I don't know why, because the TV's not on. I turned the phone off. I have some type of benefit. Oh, I read that. Move phone away. I did, Mike. Is everyone here? Okay. All right. Read all of that. All right. It keeps jumping up and down. Uh, always fools in speedos trying to get on TV during these storms. Yeah. And for the ones who don't take shelter right in the path. Hey, Riri, thank you for coming in. I appreciate you. Shantae said, I have gloves, but don't like wearing them. Yeah, we do. We have gloves. Like today, I was in the out in my green stock, and my girlfriend had stopped by, and we were looking at the stuff that's growing, and she saw those little green. I had green worms. They was tearing my brassicas up. Since it's been raining here every day, you don't get a chance to go out and look in your garden. I'm not going out there in the rain and checking it out, but there was little green worms everywhere, and I was literally pulling them off my brassicas. And they were, someone was holding on tight. I had to snatch their butt, and I was dropping them on the ground and squishing. The little ones I was squishing between my hands. The other ones I was throwing on the ground and stepping on them and sliding them across the driveway. And she's like, I said, girl, that ain't nothing but little bugs. And I said, I wash my hands thoroughly with soap and water. So yeah, it's crazy. Backyard garden Flo. Good evening. Thank you for stopping by. You say you're just checking in, and we're getting now a lot of rain and breeze now. Can't stay with you guys. Love you all. Flo, I'm in Florida. Yeah, please be careful. You and your family. All right. Don't worry about that garden. That garden will come back next year. You know, you just, you and your family be safe, please. G Mama says, I want some thorn proof gloves. Yeah, my roses and some of my berries have thorns, and I ain't gonna be leaving my DNA for no berry. And you know what? Not only that, I've been stabbed seriously with my Maya lemon, got some serious thorns on there like this here, and so do my Miwa kumquat. I was impressed that that little bitty thing had them serious thorns on them. I was like, that's why the animals ain't mess with you. Them thorns ain't no joke. Just brushing up against them let you know they there. Uh, keep them hydrated. Oh, okay. I'm talking to somebody else. Yeah, stay safe, Flo. Turn on your notifications to help keep up with Miss Shirley's and oh, okay. Thank you. Appreciate that. Maria Graham. Maria, I'm glad you're here because I didn't open it yet because I wanted to wait. Net is Nest. What's up, my girl? What's up? What's up? What's up? It's that Crampton. Get out of here. What's up? What's up? What's up, Ratton? I'm glad you're here. Hold on, y'all. Oh, I love making love to this package. Maria Graham sent me love in a package. I hadn't opened it up yet. When I saw on the live, she said it's in the mail, and it came the very next day. And I was like, I'm not gonna just open it right now. So I'm gonna wait and catch her in one of my lives. So, all right, we're there. All right, can't turn it around the other way. It's got too much info. I always look for the smallest corner to make sure that whatever I'm getting doesn't get nipped. Oh, looking for the other end. Okay, it's got the tape. So I don't even need these scissors. All right. Oops. Yes. Thank you for donating this. I love stuff that's handmade because, as I say, when you get it handmade, you know it's made with love. And you know to stand the test of time. And I will pass this down to my great granddaughter or my granddaughter, whichever. I'm taking it out the pack, yeah. Wait a minute. Jissy Rosalie say, da da da, da da da, da da da, da 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 da. Uh, uh, woo, da 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 da. Woo. And now for my close up, Mr. DeVille. Da da da, da da da, da da da, da 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 da. Ooh, da, ooh, da, ooh, da, da, da 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 da. Thank you. Oh, Maria, this is gorgeous. Yes. Yes, y'all see this? Oh my goodness. I'm so tickled pink, y'all just don't know. And I need a lap warmer. Look at this. Oh, yeah. Yes, 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 yes. This is mine, all mine. Ah, thank you, Marie. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. Let me get back to the chat. Oh, let me see what y'all talking about. Yeah, that kind of just makes me smile. That we have so many talented people in the garden community. Now, if I'd have never joined this garden community or never met half of you guys, I would have never received something that precious, which is very precious to me. Handmade, can't get any more precious than that to me. I got some of those giant thistles in my garden, no gloves. Helps so far. Yeah, I need some thorn proof gloves, like G Mama said, because when I do my clip my roses back, they get me too. Miss J.K. Gardner says I always cover my arms, ankles, head. Mosquitoes are no joke, and always humid. Always humid. Okay, gloves on, except when planting stuff. Yeah, I understand that part. Who kumquats have thorns? Mine. My meatwalk kumquat. It has thorns on it. Yes, they do. They hurt too. That's why the animals haven't eaten it yet, because of them thorns. Hey, Deborah Garrett, thank you this evening. Everybody saying hello to one another. Hey, Grammy's Journal, thank you for stopping in this evening. I appreciate you. Everybody talking to one another. That's nice. Y'all acknowledging one another. That's nice. Because we have people that didn't had little attitudes because they didn't feel that they were being acknowledged. Why do hummingbirds hum? They don't know the words. Brandon said, what did I walk in on? Brandon, I won on G-Quat show during her 2000K giveaway. And I won this handmade lap blanket made personally by Maria Graham. And it came the other day. I didn't open it when I got it right away. I said I wanted to wait till my live and expose it. And it's just, I'm in love. Oh, yeah, it is awesome. Yeah, it's very pretty, very awesome. You say you are very welcome. Yeah, you made my day, sweetie. Yes, you did. I'm in Cleveland Heights, Ohio. Zone 6B, Serena. It is. It's lovely. Oh, I could have did that, Stevie Wonder. Liz Z Journey. Whoop, whoop. How are you? Thank you for stopping in this evening. Greatly appreciate you. Ooh, trying to get down to the bottom. Yeah, it is lovely. And the question again is, How do you treat yourself to work in your garden? I initially try to get up early in the morning between 6:30, especially in the warmer parts of the day. If it's going to be 80 plus during the course of the day, I get up early and try to water, because by 9:30 I'm already exhausted and hot because I can feel the heat rising. So I'm trying to hurry up and get out. And the bigger the brim on the hat, the cooler I stay. And I got me one of those neck fans that I got from Timu, and it really works. And I like it. It helps keep me cool because I will start sweating. Normally, when I was younger, it took a lot for me to sweat. Now, going through menopause and having hot flashes and stuff, all I got to do is get 5 degrees warmer than what I am, and I'm sweating, not perspiring. I'm sweating. Uh, who was I say? Hey, Renee Hall, how are you? How you been doing, girl? I haven't seen you too much popping up. You all right? You all right? Oh, there go one of my internet daughters, Gina Versa. Gina. Yes, happy Thursday to you too. For the garden, I pretty much just willy nilly it. Okay. Well, I know Gina don't. Gina don't. She said she had best yet journey out there pulling bugs and stuff. So I know how Gina is about bugs. Gina, I was saying in regards, how do you treat yourself to work in your garden? I know a lot of you young ladies, and I've seen your videos, like Gina versus Gina and my girl Asia from Yellow Door. Ladies like to keep your nails up and nice. My nails grow long, but they're very, very hard. So my nails grow real easy and they're very hard. So this hand was looking a little rough, but now it's catching back up because this is my gardening hand. This hand always grows super long, and I had to cut them down. I'm trying to grow them out even right now. So nails is not a problem for me. I can grow nails all day long, natural nails. But I know a lot of you young ladies in our garden club, according to their jobs or why they say their professions, they like to have nice looking hands. And then some I see you guys got really, really short nails that you don't really care for them, and some of you paint your nails and some of you don't. So for on the ladies side, I've seen a little bit of both. But for the most part, when the guys, I've seen a lot of the guys wear the boots, the rubber boots, but I haven't seen them so much as wearing gloves unless they're feeding chickens or livestock of some sort. They normally like using their hands. That's right. Tell them, hit that like button and show me that you like me. Just a little bit. Mike said, yes. My mom said, women glisten. Yeah, we do. I had a lady tell me that. She took out a tissue and she was tapping my forehead. She said, honey, you're glistening. Yeah. Psalm 146 says, my nails are rigid and split all the time. Apparently, it's just one of the symptoms of RA. Okay. I know. So when I get dehydrated, my nails actually fold around my finger. They like almost seem like they dry out. Once I start drinking my water and getting back up, they lay flat again. It's weird. I had to learn them that symptom. Grandpa said I paint my nails, but they chip right now. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna paint mine too. I got my little polish. I got this one here I want to try. Isn't that pretty? Yeah. I want to try that one. Mike said, I hate nails. I have no. I know. We see your videos, Mike. You down to the nubs. I I have take care of them. I have take care of them. Okay, got you. I understand now. I had to stop reread that in my mind before I said it out loud. Okay. Similar to mine. It's called koala berry. Oh, okay. The nail color. Like say, yeah, drives my wife crazy. Yeah. So, Mike, do you just file them down or you chew your nails? Chew them down, because I've seen people sit there and just chew and peel their nails down to a nub. Now, by trade, I have a lot of different hats that I wear. No pun intended. But I was a cosmetology instructor, so I can cut hair, men or women, shave, eyebrows, facials, pedicures, manicures, whole 9 yards. Okay. And I used to have a lot of my nail customers were men because they like the way I massage their hands and talk to them. So, yeah. So I had a lot of construction workers, and I told them, your hands ain't got to be looking rough and hard. You can get your hands done. And I didn't polish their nails. I buffed them to a nice shine. And they looked just as good, and their hands were soft and healthy. Well, they weren't super soft, but they were softer than they would have been if I hadn't been giving them their biweekly hand massage. My clippers. All right, you clip yours down real close. Serena says, "What do plants drink or of at social gatherings? Compost tea, toes too, no nails. All right, I don't mind no. I don't wear sandals. I got ugly feet. David would have a fit. He saw my feet. I got ugly feet. I got big feet. They ugly. I don't wear sandals, but I do keep my toes painted." Tixie, what's up, baby? How are you? Thanks for stopping in. Hello, Miss Shirley in chat. Hope folks in the path of the hurricane are staying safe. Yeah, we said that at the beginning of the chat, especially to all our Floridians, that they've done a couple of videos, in regards how they batten down the hatches, getting ready for it. And they said the high winds already is causing damage and the storm has not actually hit them as of yet. So I want everybody that's in the path, whether it's Florida or down in New Orleans or whatever, um, of that storm coming through, to make sure that them and their families are safe. That's what we want for everybody. All right, so Brampton said, "Now I want a massage." Yeah, I do give good massages. And my nurses used to get mad when I was tired and I couldn't give them a massage. I would, massage their necks and shoulders, after doing, about 10 hours, eight hours, you're already getting tired. So I would come and they would be sitting down and they would be charting, and I go over and I just start massaging their neck and they shoulder, be like, "Oh, Miss Shirley." And I had one nurse who was pregnant, and she would come and sit in the chair next to me, and she would lean over and I would rub and massage her lower back the whole 9 months. Yeah. So I don't mind giving a massage. I know what it feels like. And they help me get up out my chair, move around too. Uh, Nice, Miss Shirley. Many men seem not to be interested in keeping up with their hand care. You know what I used to do to advertise, to build up my clientele when I was in the shop? I would actually go to auto shops and talk to their mechanics, and hand out my cards. And a few of them, they would come in, they looked at my hands to see that I kept my hands up. My hands was my billboards. I kept my hands nice. And one guy says, "I'm impressed." And I looked at him and I said, "I'm impressed too that you know the difference, between the real nails and artificial." I didn't go into all of that, but I'm impressed, And so, yeah, and they would come in and venture, and I would sit down. I make them go wash their hands, and I wipe their hands down, and I put my massage oil on them. Have one hand soaking, and I start massaging and rubbing the other one. Oh, please! They was coming back, showing their hands to their family and stuff. Next thing I know, I was getting wives and daughters and stuff coming in there too. So, yeah, I did that for a while too. It was good money. Uh, Mike says, "I need a giant masseuse." Hell, yeah, Bruno. With the big hands, big German, one of the big German masseuses that come in there and just crack you all the way down as they massage you. Yeah, I hear you, Mike. Did you know that pepper is half peas? We do now. Thank you very much. Tixie said, I'm hoping we don't get any tornadoes. The yard is soaking wet and we're under a tropical. Oh man. Oh, it's hitting Georgia too? Okay. Wow. Yeah. We hope that everybody, like I said, anybody that's in the path of these tornadoes and high winds. They said the tornadoes haven't even hit yet, but the high winds is doing so much damage. So we pray that anybody, they don't have to be a YouTuber in our family, but anybody that's in the path of these high winds and this tornado, hope that they will be safe and take cover. And they said it's under our tropical cyclone advisory until 1 a.m. Ooh, that's a long time. Please be safe, y'all. Take the precautions. And that's in Georgia. Yeah, I know. I talked to Presbyterian Gardner, and they were having some serious issues with rain. Like I said, it's been raining here on and off for the last 3 days. Yeah, today is the first day it hasn't rained. It's been raining since Monday. Yeah, what, Tuesday? Yeah, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Yeah. Psalms 146 says, one car already got stuck in the flash flood waters. They showed it live on Ryan Hall through the traffic cameras. By God's grace, the man was able to climb out of it, but the water was waist high. Why did he try to drive through that? Didn't he think it wasn't going to drown out the motor? Really? It's just some people's. Let me shut up. Mike said, I had not found a chiropractor strong enough to crack my back good. Well, if you was here in Ohio, I got one for you. Yeah, well, my chiropractor had this guy come in, said he was going to examine me. I took one look at him. I said, no, he's not. I'm looking at the size of his hands. I was like, I was like, I don't think he knows how strong he is and how fragile my body is. I was like, nope. And so I let my regular doctor work on me, and he's like, yeah, because my regular doctor know how much pressure to add. I was scared he would overdo it because I actually had one, and I was sore. I mean, super sore. I was scared I was gonna be paralyzed if he did it. But I was sore for almost like 2 weeks. I said, never again will a big guy touch me. I might say twice a day. I'm so lazy. Oh. Serena says people need to pay more attention to the water levels on the road. Turn around. Don't drown. Is that what this says? No, drown is what we say in Oklahoma. Oh, turn around and don't drown. Okay, which makes sense. Our Brampton says, it's crazy what people try to drive through. Yeah, yeah. I figure like this, if it's not a boat, you don't need to be trying to drive through it. I actually seen cars sitting up on the bridges rocking like this in the water where it had flooded underneath the bridge, and they just thought if they run through it right quick and the water's part, they could drive right through. No, they got right in the bottom of it and they stalled out, and that's where they ended up doing the same thing, rolling down the windows, trying to crawl out on top of the car, either hoping somebody will rescue them or they tried to swim out of it up to the upper land. So stupid. Good evening, Shirley. You look beautiful. Thank you, Kenneth. How are you? Glad to see you made it in this evening. Your car can float in 4 inches. Yeah. You can drown in that too. Mitch Coupon Saving. Welcome in. Welcome in. I don't think I've ever seen you in my chat before. Hey, y'all, we got somebody new in there. Let's welcome in Mitch Coupon Savings. Welcome, welcome, welcome. GT. I was looking at what you were saying about the hashtag WIG for 2024. and all the good things you need to have in your house in case you have uninvited guests like critters of all kinds, your sticky balls and your tape and all that good stuff. Okay, while doing those, yeah, hey, do what you got to do, huh? Okay, Freddie McKinney is live now with hurricane updates on YouTube. Yeah, they got a lot of those channels because they're trying to keep tracking of it so that they can let everybody know to get out the way. Go to higher ground. Make sure that you're prepared. If you're gonna stay at home, hope that you have everything that you need. And Dale, what's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? How my girls doing? Thelma and Louise. I just love the names that you gave your chickens. It's just like my hummingbirds, Fred and Ethel. Yeah, everybody's saying hello to one another. Welcome in, Mitch. Yes. Welcome in, Mitch. Thank you for coming in. I really appreciate it. Mitch, if you have a channel, would you please let us know if you have a channel and what's its name? And also if you know your grow zone and put the state that you live in the chat so that anybody else that's in the chat who wants to go and check your channel out, see what you're about, they can do so. We all can go check it out and see what you're about. And also for someone who might be in the same grow zone you in, they might get some tips on how to grow certain things or some suggestions at least. Okay. So that would be greatly appreciated. My question to everyone this evening is, how do you treat yourself to work in your garden? Some of us wear old beat up tennis shoes or flip flops. Some of us wear garden boots, short boots, ankle boots, up to the knee boots, or where you can roll the tops down, long sleeves, coverings that they have out now uh, to keep your arms free from being irritated by certain plants that will break you out. Um, where you wear gloves of all kinds. You have gloves in plastic. You got them in what they call nitrate free and excuse me, cloth, rubber. How do you protect yourself? Do you put soap up underneath your nails when you're working in the yard? Keep your nails free of dirt, making them easier to clean once you leave out the garden. How do you prep yourself? Oh, another thing, suntan lotion. Do you put on suntan lotion or do you put on an ointment to help deter mosquitoes? They got so many different products out here now. So how do you prep yourself before you go out in the garden? Do you actually take the time to do all these things, or you just grab your hat and just go over in the garden and just start working? Do you take water with you so that you can stay hydrated as well? Oh my gosh, it did not sound like Mitch. Okay, my bad. Uh-oh. I'm not even going to ask how that came out. Albert Miranda, how are you? Thank you for coming in. Hadn't seen you for a minute. You okay? Yeah. Everybody saying hello to one another. Hey, Francesca. Hello, hello, hello. Thank you for stopping in. Glad you made it in. Miss Ann says, I wear boots when I'm in the back of the garden, but I just usually get out there. Yeah. Yeah. You mean to get prepped before you go out there, and a lot of us don't. And they even said to stretch, do a little exercise before you go out in the garden because you will be bending or stooping or picking up. It says a lot of things we need to do before we walk out that door, but do you actually do it? Maybe once in a while, but do you do it on a regular? Bayou Sugar, what's up? How are you, sweetheart? Trying to read the chat. Cassandra says, I used to wear slides while gardening until a baby snake crawled across my toes. Now I'm wearing gardening shoes or other clothes. Yeah, that would do it for the average person. Oh, and so you are right. I need to do better. We all need to do better. Wellness says, I just get up and go. Yeah, I better start wearing shoes all the time. Shantae said, I make lemongrass spray for the mosquitoes, but wear long pants, long socks, comfy shoes, and take lots of break even at night. Okay. I have lemongrass. How do you make your spray? Do you just boil it in some water and then add a little dish soap liquid and mix it up and spray it on or what? Because I got a huge lemongrass plant out there that I've been cutting off a bunch of sprigs and just giving them to people to make their own lemongrass tea. The only thing I do is wear my garden is from my sister and wear a baseball cap to keep the sun out of my eyes. Yeah. And the reason why I'm saying this is because people are popping up with skin cancer because they're not covering themselves. They're spending long hours out in the garden. Because sometimes you can intentionally just want to go out there for 10 minutes, to just walk through the garden and check for insects or damage to the plants or whatever, grab a few weeds. Then next thing you know, you've been out there for hours. Yeah. And you're exposed to everything. Brampton said, I wear runners if I'm using the shovel or carry heavy things or it's cold out. Otherwise, I'm in flip flops. See? Yeah. So we're going to have to start doing better for our longevity. Okay. Like I said, you got skin exposure. Even us ones with a darker skin, the melanin, that still doesn't mean that you don't use suntan lotion. It still doesn't mean that you don't put some protective, if you don't wear long sleeves, some kind of protection on your arms, oil or ointment of some kind. People saying hello to one another. Mitch says, hey, everybody, you all, I don't have a channel. I'm thinking about it. I'm located in Atlanta. All right. Hope all have a great harvest. Okay. We got a lot of people in Georgia. A lot of gardeners in Georgia. Yeah. This is so true, Miss Shirley. We need to take care of ourselves. Yeah, because if we don't take care of us, who gonna take care of us? No one else goes out work in the garden like we do. So we need to, really take care of ourselves. I'll be seeing some videos and they come out later in the evening and it's like sitting out there like, I can't be out here too much longer. Mosquitoes is tearing me up. And we have so many formulas to make something for mosquitoes when we're working out in the yard. Like I said, suntan lotion, sprays, creams, little wristbands, or whatever to help keep the mosquitoes and stuff off of you. Mitch, watch all these people that you see in here in the chat tonight have channels, and you need to just pick somebody and go check their channel out and see, because we would love to have you join our garden community. It's constantly growing, and we have some really good gardeners in our community, and they are so helpful. So, welcome in, come on in. Shante say yes. Boil and then add to dish soap with some castor oil and a little alcohol too, so my skin does not get dried. I also have some tea tree soap, I think, and some other stuff that I use, but that's mainly for aphids and a few other things. So I wonder if I spray a little bit on my clothes, would that help as far as the bugs and the mosquitoes as well? Well, nothing beats a failure but a try. Yeah, me and Nightbot, he doesn't like me anymore. I've been trying to get him in. He's on my thing as a moderator, but he just don't seem to want to come in and say hello. Amen. We are a big joy. We are. We love one another. We truly look out for one another. We feel when we don't see certain people, like I've been missing Unicorn Lady Tech. Does she still have the same name? Because I've been finding out a few folks have changed their names, and we didn't know in some cases. Yeah. I'm wearing my closed-toe sandals, but with socks on. Yeah, they are. They'll tear up your ankles too now. Mosquitoes ain't choicy. Wherever they can get a bite, they good. Yes, ma'am. I'm on it. Okay. All right. As I said, thank you once again for coming in and hitting my chat this evening. How do you make a baby snake cry? Take away its rattle. Okay. Okay, Serena. Ah, yeah. So yeah, our skin is the biggest organ of the body. And when we mistreat our skin, it will let us know it's being mistreated. One way is when you're dehydrated. Your skin will start looking old and drab, and it'll start getting flaky because you're dehydrated and you're depleted of the moisture that your body needs. Also, your hair will react to being dehydrated. Your whole body will act to being dehydrated. So that's just the inside. So this is why it's so important that we use lotions and moisturizers and whatever we need to cover the skin to protect it, especially if we're sun lovers. Have you seen some people out here who sun lovers and their skin look like leather? Oh my God. They look like a walking purse. It's not a pretty picture. Or they got so much freckles and stuff from, and they got patches every time you see them. You got little band-aids and stuff all over their skin from spots of skin cancer. So if you don't want to look like, the poster child that needs help, you need to be a little more uh, aware of what your body needs in order for it to survive. If you want to grow old gracefully and not look like an old crumpled up paper bag, you need to take better care of yourself. Okay, Cassandra says the mosquito spray that Presbyterian Gardener made works for me. Yeah, I put it on too. I have it sitting outside the door. So as soon as I walk out the door, I have a little miniature can of suntan lotion spray, and then right next to it is for the mosquitoes. So yeah, I try to be mindful of going out there because see, once I go down those stairs, I'm not coming all the way back up these stairs to do all this stuff. Yeah, I try to do everything I can before I walk out the door. About you sugar said definitely haven't seen Unicorn Lady Tech in a while, but I think she still has the same channel. Yeah, and also mm, Miss Native Cherokee, she's been popping in and out lately too. So, it's a lot of folks that we hadn't seen in a minute. I'm trying to put out there and let y'all know that we haven't seen them. Hey, broke. What's up? How are you? Question, Miss Shirley, does taking a bath in magnesium or Epsom salt help your skin if you are out in the sun a lot? Um, no. What it does though is draw out some of the impurities in your system, but you still need to drink enough water to flush them out and add your lotions and stuff to it. Magnesium is good for soreness, for my arthritis and stuff, and my knees and stuff. It helps out a lot. But as far as the sun, no, it doesn't have that kind of UV protection. I had heat exhaustion as a teen, and now I can't take the heat. Yeah, I've had a sunstroke once. Almost had it, but I had a sense enough to get out the sun and get it somewhere where it was cool. The room, the whole area was turning white, and I could feel the heat coming off my body. Been out there for hours without drinking water or anything. So when I start getting a headache or overheated, I bring my little happy behind in the house real quick. I'm too old to be standing out there. I don't want to look like in The Godfather where he was working out in the garden. He had a heart attack out in the garden, and the kids was just walking around. They didn't know what to say or do. Yeah. In that case, you can't say I've fallen and I can't get up. F.R. Humphrey, what's up, Felicia? Thank you for stopping in. I appreciate you. Now, I've seen Broke out in his garden and I've seen him in his rubber boots, but I also see normally a lot of the times he uses his bare hands. Broke, do you ever use gloves? Because the question of the night is how do you treat yourself when you work in your garden? Do you wear gloves? Do you use your hand? I've seen gloves and cloth. I've seen the rubber gloves. I've seen all the different kind of disposable gloves. I've seen them people wear the black ones and the blue ones and the clear plastic ones working out in the yard. Do you feel that you need to feel the earth with your hands, or do you feel that you can work with gloves as well? That goes for anybody in the chat who want to answer that question. Miss Shirley, have you got on the castor oil train for moisturizer and all the other benefits? Yes, I have. I've actually been putting castor oil in my navel, and I've also been putting it over my eyes. I'm in the early stages of my cataracts, and I have glaucoma. So I actually put drops in my eyes before this evening. So if there's a natural way that will help me to stretch or build my health up, yeah, I do use a cat. And I use castor oil on my elbows and knees. It's a real good moisturizer. My legs, because I have to wear compression stockings all the time, and they will dry and suck all the natural oils out of my legs. So when I take a shower, I rub my legs down real good with castor oil to get the circulation going, and then I put my stockings on. I got them on now. I have to wear them all day. I'll take them off maybe about an hour before I go to sleep. Yeah. So, some of the stuff is El Natural, but I grew up with a lot of this stuff. We didn't have we didn't have drugstores that we got prescriptions for, and you ran to them all the time to get them filled. Yeah, we did a lot of natural stuff. My grandmother, she from the deep south. They knew about the different herbs and stuff that you used to. We had what's that? Father John and 3 6s and castor oil and cod liver oil and sassafras tea and all that stuff. We grew up on that stuff, and we were healthy and we were fine. We didn't have all these complications with constipation and high blood pressure and hypertension and all this stuff that they got going out now. And back then, they had the food that we ate contribute to a lot of uh, sodium that we had in our systems. But as far as the care of the kids and stuff growing up, we very seldom got sick. And if you got sick, they knew how to knock it out. It didn't linger around for a week. They wanted to get your butt out the house. I had mumps. My grandma used to put sardines in a rag and put it around your face, smelling like a fish. You was at home. She put that rag around your head and tie it up on top. Don't say you constipated, because you will be taking a couple of things of castor oil and either sucking a lemon afterward or orange, and you better not throw it up. Oh, yeah. And for women with iron, what was it that we had? Oh, man. Oh, it'll come to me. But, back then, them old folks knew what stuff to take. And I still use a lot of them methods to this day, and they still work. Serena says, where do trains drop off home and garden supplies? The Home Depot. Okay. Bro Farmer said, no gloves. I want to feel the soil. Yep. Felicia says, no gloves. I'm the same way. I wore gloves when I planted garlic. I usually don't. And like tomorrow, since the ground is so wet, I had some garlic that I grew from last year, and I'm just breaking the clothes apart, and I'm going to go out there and just push. I don't even poke a hole and stick it in there. I just push it down in the soil because it's so wet. I push it down in the soil and just pinch it like that so it's contact, and leave it alone. In a couple of days, you'll see a sprout coming out through the soil. Yeah. I don't make it any harder than it has to be. Cassandra says, I have many pairs of gloves, but seem to never have a pair when I'm in the garden. Man, I got about 90 pair of gloves. They all over the house. In the yard up here, in the garage, over in the lot, I have gloves everywhere. Because I don't know what I have to deal with. Because sometimes I'll be picking up deer poop, and I put it in a compost pile. It's all natural. Yeah, it's a good fertilizer. Mike says, but what's it? Tone wasp. I gently moved away. Oh, oh, was near the corn bed. Okay, yeah, well, I would too. Serena said, what vegetables hurt you when you sleep on it? Corn. Okay. Shante said, my grandma used to put sweet oil or castor oil in our ears. Yep, yeah, we had that too when we had earaches. We also used to use turpentine. They used to put turpentine in there too. That's the way I prefer things, natural and homemade. Yeah. Well, my father's John, I took that all winter as a kid. Yeah, and cod liver oil. I took a lot of Geritol. There you go. Thank you, Felicia. Geritol for iron deficiency. That stuff was nasty, but it did the job, and it gave you energy too. Yeah. See, I knew we had enough old heads up in here that somebody was gonna remember that. Mitch said I couldn't stand the sardines. Yes, ma'am, you are on it. Yeah, that's the way my grandparents were. That's the way we can. That was strictly old school. You try to open up a can of sardines now, these kids look at you like they will be running out the house. They don't want to eat them much longer. Talking about tying them around their face and jaws for months. No, looking like a rabbit with your jaws full. Yeah, been there, done that. Hey, CC, what's up, baby? I was watching you pull all them watermelon vines up out of there, and you found all your squash up underneath and working on your green stock. I was like, hey, look at CC, she working on her green stock now. I was out there looking at mine today. Let me tell you, y'all, when I do this next video, y'all gonna laugh at me. Now, I did the video for the hashtag collards and cabbage for 2024. So when I was shaking out the seeds, I should have shook some in my hand and then sprinkled them. I didn't know I shook out that many seeds. It's so all the seeds germinated. Let's just put it like that. Every last seed that fell in there, and like I said, I didn't add any soil on top. I just left them on the surface and just pressed them down a little bit to have good contact. Every single seed germinate. It's just a huge cluster of collards and cabbage. And the cabbage did the same thing. I was like, oh Lord. I was like, I got to try to lift this out and divide all this. I can't believe that all those seeds germinated. I can't believe I actually dumped that many too. I didn't think it was that many that came out. Well, wrong. It did. Yeah. This is going to be interesting on how I'm going to thin all this stuff out. And like they said, I don't want to destroy anything because that's food. I want to see where I'm going to put all these seedlings at because I do want to keep them. Yes, I did the same thing yesterday, Miss Shirley. Yeah. Yeah, I remember that turpentine. Uh-huh. Yep. But back in the day, these kids don't know anything about all this old remedies. Batman with Arthur Butler. What's up? What's up? What's up, my brother? Thank you for stopping in this evening. My dad had the tea for everything. Yeah, my grandmother had that old nasty sassafras tea, but it did the job though. It did the job. Where can I find me some Geritol? I need some energy. Try, I had to say, Google it. Try Amazing or Wally World. See if they still carrying it. It's probably not the same like it was back in the day, but it still probably will help. Geritol ain't that boo-boo juice. No, prune juice is the one. Geritol is for women who are iron deficient. Yeah. He said boo-boo juice. Prune juice was the boo-boo juice. Prune juice and citrus magnesium. Don't drink that. That's like having a colonoscopy. Drinking that citrus magnesium. That will blow you out. Miss J.K. Gardner says, my mama thought anything that ailed you was cured by castor oil. I swore I would not have my children suffer like we did. Guess what? I'm back to teaching my children that give their children. Yeah. Only but goody. What works? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Oh. Your woodland creatures will be wanting their share. I know. And that's one thing. I'm glad that I got so many of them. I figure if I put them everywhere, I got a window box that I just emptied, and I want to put them up here on this top porch because I did it last year and I got some greens up here. And I figure if I don't get them anywhere else in the yard, I'll get them up here, just keeping them watered, Yeah, because I know they're gonna tap out on the rest of them. Because I've been pulling them little green worms off what brassicas I have, and they didn't ate a lot of them down to the nubs. Because like I said, it's been raining for the last 3 days, so I didn't go out there and check on them. I went out there today, and it was everywhere. And then some of them was fat and juicy. I was like, "Oh, you won't get no more," and I was smashing them left and right. Hey, Grandma Lynn, thank you for stopping in. I'll be out there watching you. A lot of times I didn't get a chance to comment, but when you out there doing them walks, I'll be out there walking right along with you. Yeah. Everybody saying hello to one another. So blessed. What's up? Thank you for stopping in this evening. I greatly appreciate you. What was that stuff in that green bottle I used to give up? It made you boo boo. Oh, I know what you're talking about. I can't think of the name of it. Yeah, I remember that green bottle. It was a heavy green bottle. It was pretty too. Ah, it'll come to me. Or somebody in the chat might remember what it is. I don't know much about castor oil. Huh, you ain't missed nothing. I'm learning so much. Yeah, girl, you ain't never heard of castor oil? What? Castor oil is a natural product that's good for it has a laxative effect. It has a healing body effect in regards to adding moisture into the skin. Some women use it as a moisturizer for dry skin, especially scaly and dry elbows and knees. Uh, it's a good side. A lot of women use it in their hair, okay, because a lot of Black Americans have dry skin or their hair is dry. It's a good hair oil to use in your hair for dry scalps, for itchy scalps and stuff. Um, Castor oil has a lot of natural properties in it. If you get the organic kind, just get it where it just says castor oil and none of that extra. Um, it's really good. It does. I've used it all my life. I used it on my grandkids. I used it on my great granddaughter. My granddaughter didn't know what to do when the baby got sick. I was like, go get some castor oil. And she looked at me. She said, I said, I'm not going to make the baby drink it, but I rubbed the baby down. Let me tell you that, I did it with my son too and her. When the babies got a cold and they were full of congestion, my mom showed me that you warm it up a little bit. Make sure it's a little warm, not too hot that will burn the baby, but warm. We rubbed it in the top of their head in the soft spot. We rubbed it up under their arms. We rubbed down the face, down the nose, down the throat, the chest, and the genital area, and on the bottom of their feet, and wrapped them up and kept it warm. And what that did was it started to break up all of this congestion and drain it out of your body and worked it all out into the diaper. And within a day or two, those babies was just fine. It worked. It broke up all that cold and congestion, and it worked it out of their system. It was in their diaper. Okay, so it worked. And same way with if you didn't have castor oil, you used what's this other one? I got it sitting here because I had that cold. Vicks Vapor Rub. This is a good one. If you had a vaporizer and it was the kind that had a little tray in it that could be heated, you put a dab of this in there, and as it warmed up, it would turn the vapors in it and it helped them breathe. Oh yeah, old school. Can't nothing be old school. I don't care how much these folks brag about. Oh, I took so and so my doctor gave me, and I lost 30 pounds. Or I'm feeling so much healthier and wealthier and wise. All right, but you stop the 30 pounds, you don't lose anymore. Then you have problems with being constipated. Then you have problems of breaking out, being dehydrated. These are some of the after effects of it. Some of the stuff is not worth taking. And they gave me some medication, a prescription for some medication. I went and got the medication, and you know how they give you the little pamphlets. I started reading the pamphlet of all the side effects. I didn't end up taking that medication. I was like, I don't have any of these side effects. I don't want any of them. I don't even want one. And they had a list this long of all these side effects for one thing. I said, you know what? I think I'll suffer with what I got than to be bothered with all these extra side effects and I won't know which one is which. I was like, I'm good. I told him keep that. It's still sitting in the drawer somewhere. I ain't took it yet. Karen's Little Garden. What's up? Glad you made it in this evening. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hey, Lydia, best yet journey. Whoop, whoop. Hello, everybody. I love you, OG. It's nice to see you, and thank you for the love. Oh, always, baby, always. Always. That's the way we do. That's how we roll. We watch out for one another. Hey, ho, hey, ho, hey, ho, hey, ho. Money in the chat. Thank you. Hoo-hoo-hoo. Oh, I could use every dime. You all have a good evening. Stay safe. Thank you, Mitch. Come back again. We're here every Thursday night from 7 to 9 Eastern Standard Time. And show me that you like me just a little bit will be greatly appreciated. Have a good evening, dear. Yeah, we talked about citrus magnesia. Yeah, that will set you free. Oh, yeah. I honestly never have heard much about it. Okay, well, you have been informed tonight about uh, castor oil. And you can also, look it up yourself, do your own research to find out how it might help you or your family members. It's good stuff. It's natural. It is. It's proven itself over the centuries. Okay, I put it to you like that because I've been taking it since I was a child, and I have some in my cupboard right now. So it's useful. It sounds like a good go-to. It is. It is. It's definitely. I have yet to have hear about any side effects from castor oil, other than if you take too much, you got the serious Hershey squirts. PIA, passionately intrigued, arts, and more. Good evening. Thank you for stopping in this evening. Appreciate it. Yeah, castor oil will set you free. I guarantee. I guarantee. Hey, New Orleans Garden. Hey, Miss Linda. I hope you're not in the path of that was it hurricane or tornado that's coming around from the West Coast, not West Coast, from Florida. I hope you are safe because I know last time you showed the video of the storm, how it came through and just tore up your plantains. And then I just saw a video not too long from Dan Foods Forest where it messed up all of his bananas, and he had a couple of racks that was hanging, and he was worried about the high winds. He said the storm hadn't even hit, but the high winds was doing a lot of damage. So I hope you're safe where you're at. Got to get the bottom of them feet. Yeah. And that's good for people who have dry skin on their feet, especially if you're diabetic. It's good to keep from your skin being cracked and dry. All right, there. This is so awesome. I love it. Thank you, sister Michelle. You're welcome. You're welcome. Yep. Good old Vicks. Yep. It's been around forever. Vicks Vapor Rub. It's been around since the beginning of time. Okay. Okay. Miss Linda says going to Florida. Okay. All right. Everybody saying hello to one another. My question to everybody in the chat tonight is, how do you treat yourself when you work in the garden? We know that we've actually had, Miss Linda even had it, the hashtag garden hats with the wide brims and stuff that we did videos on. And we was wondering, what other protection do you use for yourself when you're out in the garden? Because it's going to take a lot more than just a big hat to protect you from the sun. Do you use sunscreen? Do you use some type of ointment or lotion for mosquitoes or bugs? Because what was that? It was CC where she had the fire ants. Was in one of her beds and it was attacking. It's a whole lot of things that can attack you in your garden that you can see ahead of time, and some you don't see until after it's too late, until after you've been bitten. or what have you, when you start itching because you have been affected. Do you wear long sleeve gloves, the gardener gloves that they have out, or do you wear long sleeve shirts? Do you use gloves? Do you have long nails or do you have short nails? Do you wear boots? Do you wear high boots, short boots, knee high boots? It's a list of things that we should do and use as gardeners before going out in our gardens. And that's even in exercise, as I said, that we need to stretch before we go out there, because you can pull a muscle just bending over, picking up a pot that you might have dropped, or a shovel, or a bucket of something. you know, there's a lot of ways that you can injure yourself working in your garden. How much of a warning do you do when you go out in your yard? Do you just go all out willy nilly, or do you actually prep yourself before you go out there? Because sometimes you could be in your garden for hours. Do you take water or some kind of liquid to drink to stay hydrated? Um, I bought me one of those fans to put around my neck to help me keep cool. Do you put a towel? I know a lot of times I see the guys, they have either a towel over their shoulder or around their neck to wipe themselves. There's so many different ways that you could protect yourself when you're working in your garden. But how serious do you personally take it for your own well-being and everyday life, for your health? Uh, Odom says you have to have something for mosquitoes. Here, they take you out. Yeah, I've seen a lot of people complain about that. Uh, Best Yet Journey says, I'm not a good example, so I won't say what I use or what I do not use. Yeah, I've been hearing a lot of different stories here. Knee-high boots, gloves, jeans, long sleeves, and water, PIA. CC say rubber boots, arm sleeves, neck fan, water bottle. Okay. Uh, Lydia said, oh, I pulled some muscles out there now. Yeah. Yeah. Uh, Serena says, I use, what's that, Paul D? Arco tea bags. After making tea, I apply to my gangling cyst on the back of my hand and secure with press and seal. Then apply two to the bottom of my left wrist for the carpal tunnel. Okay, so you do some kind of prep work for yourself in regards to your hands. Then he said, "That's me, willy nilly." Yeah, and to be truthful, I mean, it's been days where I didn't feel like doing all that prep work either. But I do have plenty of hats that I keep by both doors, the front and the back door, so that when I run out, I definitely got to have something on my head. Um, and I try to have spray bottle of mosquito stuff and um, suntan lotion spray. I used to have a big one. That was just too much. The creams and stuff. I said, I don't have all that time. But the spray, I actually can spray it in the air, run through it, or hit my clothes or something. I got to put something on, because if not, at the end of the day, I'll be itching because my skin will be dry. It will be all ate up. T Nog says, well, I'm changing my hats. My weather is changing. So I just go in my garden and enjoy my day. Okay. So since the sun is not as warm as it was earlier in the summer part, your brim is not as wide to do all that coverage. So you just enjoy a nice hat on your head and go out and work in the yard. Rubber boots are big. Yeah, because I heard a lot of folks that, especially you ones who are in territories that have problems with snakes, you definitely need boots on just for your safety. Cece said, yes, Miss Linda, I'm enjoying this cooler weather. Yeah, my weather's here gotten cool here. It's been raining for the last 3 days and the temperature has dropped drastically. Right now it's 69 and it's going down to 54. Um, Serena said, what's the worst weather for rats and mice? Raining cats and dogs. Oh, that's cute. Uh, okay. Miss Linda talking to Cece. Yeah. So I'm seeing a lot of folks that's in the warmer areas now are saying that the weather has cooled down a little bit and it makes for a nice day. It's still warm in some areas as the day goes on. But initially in the morning, it's a little cooler. So that's the best time to get out there and work in the yard. Excuse me, I got dry mouth. And and enjoy it before it gets hot. Miss Linda, I've been really trying to stay hydrated. What am I down to? Feeling awesome. Whew. Yeah, and you know what? I had gotten a lemon cucumber. I got two out the yard. I meant to record slicing it. It was absolutely delicious. It had a gazillion and one seeds and it was kind of sweet for a cucumber. And I was like, I got one more that I'm gonna do a video on, but I'm gonna slice that and put that in my water. Normally I add lemon and a little salt um, to help me stay hydrated. But I think I want to try that lemon cucumber in my water because it was sweet. It was really good. So I really want to enjoy it. Cece said, yes, 70 today. Ooh, boy, that's a big change for you guys. Dallas, Texas, is cooler temps, which was a nice breeze. Okay. My granddaughter, she's there now. She'll be coming home tomorrow. She spent a week in Oklahoma and then 2 weeks in Dallas, Texas for her job. So she'll be coming home this weekend. I've been helping with the baby. Uh, I'm trying, Miss Linda. I am. It's rough. I had good days and bad days. This is the time of the year work really starts for me, but I love it. Yeah, because we're really getting into growing our brassicas big time and a lot of yard cleanup. I'm pulling up all my tomatoes now because they were saying here we might get an early winter, and we've already started feeling the autumn months. We normally would be in Indian summer, and it really hasn't hit us here in Ohio. So my tomatoes, I know they're not going to go to fruition. So is my cucumbers because the deer then ate them down a couple of times. They come back and they eat them down again. My okra then came back, then they ate that down again. My cucumbers, my squash. So I was like my tomatoes, and they don't eat them. They just knock them all off all over the ground. For the ones that are edible, they have been eaten. For the ones they just stripped the plant, they didn't even leave the little small ones. They just ate everything off of it. So I'm just pulling all of those out. I got all these leaves that I have. I'm gonna fill up my new metal beds and just prep them for the spring. I'm not gonna try to grow anything in those per se, but in my buckets and stuff, I might be dividing up some of these seedlings that I have, a gazillion and one seedlings that I need to divide and put everywhere. Hopefully, I'll get a decent crop of brassicas this year. Yeah. Uh, Tina said, saw your lemon cucumber. Very nice. It was delicious too. I really enjoyed it. I sliced it up at my granddaughter's house, and my grandson said, that's not bad. I was like, yeah, see, I will grow these again next year. Definitely, without a doubt. PIA said, we were at 76 today, dropping to 64 this evening. It's 69 right now. Oh, and I just got a bulletin that says downpour tomorrow, so that's some more rain. Cece said, I would be eating me some deer by now. I like those broadleaf mustards you showed today. I'd have been picking and eating them by now. Yeah. If I knew how to dress a venison, I would be eating deer. The guys that I used to know how to do it, they all are not with us anymore. So I would tell them, come over here with your bow and arrows or whatever and clean house. Yeah. I knew how to unalive and dress some venison. Believe me, my freezer would be chud. Tixie say tornadoes have now arrived in parts of Georgia. Right now, we have a lot of rain coming down. Hope we don't get any tornadoes in my area. Well, we'll put out a prayer for you, Tixie. We will, we will, we will. That's why we're getting all this rain all of a sudden, because we've been dry over here. I mean, really dry. Since that tornado came through here, it's been a couple months ago, and we've been pretty dry. Now it's been rain. Fortunately, it's been raining every day, but there's always been a period of stopping in between. So it's not like it's constant on. Like the other night, it rained all night. And then during the day, it stayed dark and cloudy. And then maybe about 3 or 4 hours later, then it rained like cats and dogs, and then it stopped again. Like I said, it rained on and off all day yesterday. It didn't rain at all today, but I'm looking at the forecast saying downpours tomorrow. So it's more rain coming. So it's not finished yet. But it filled all my kiddie pools, and now my rain barrels are overflowing. I try to cover up my big barrel with super juice because it's becoming too full. And I don't want to lose any of my super juice. None whatsoever. Hey, the analytic gardener. How are you, sweetie? Good evening. Appreciate you coming in this evening. Yeah, Tixie. Stay safe. Anybody who's in the path of the tornadoes that are coming through their area, please be safe. You and your families. Miss Shirley, I wish I was your neighbor. We would be eating venison for years. I wish you was too. Because y'all didn't say them, man. I don't have no little ones. I don't have no juveniles. I got big males with antlers sitting out. That one comment when I was looking in there, and somebody said, I thought it was a statue. Why would you want a statue of a deer in your garden? Really? I thought that was the funniest comment. I was like, no. Yeah, I've had venison. Oh, yeah. I have friends who are hardcore hunters. They would fly from here to Alaska, and they would take what they call the puddle jumpers over to those islands. They hunt wild boar and deer, and they would bring them home and dress them and season and cut them up and divide them against friends and family. And then they would have a big party of it, and they know how to take that gamey taste out of it. It was absolutely delicious. They knew what they was doing, but none of them are with me now. They're all gone. So, and I don't know anybody who does that now. Mike says my favorite sausage is venison. Okay. And CC agrees with you. She said, yes, Mike. And then Lady Gardner says everything is overflowing now. Been raining since yesterday. Now it's been raining here since Monday. Yeah. Edlinger Gardner says, I know that's right. Oh, those, wait a minute. Oh, those jokers looking all awfully tasty. Yeah. And they're huge. You see how big they were? I thought it was just the one. Because when I heard the crack, I thought it was a groundhog probably off in the corner nibbling on something. But then as I went to take a step, he popped his head up like that. I was like, oh, snap. Okay. All right. And he hadn't stood all the way up. He just popped up. And I was like, oh, here, little guy. And then when he turned his head, I saw this rack. I was like, oh, this ain't no little dude. And then he just stood all the way up. I was like, oh my goodness. And then as I was walking towards the edge to get a better look at him, I saw something move out the corner of my eye. And I looked over, snap. It's another one. It's two of them. I was like, okay. And then I looked back at my garden, and I was like, they had eight. I had some yellow lemon tomatoes. I had beefsteak tomatoes. I had some yellow crookneck squash. I had some zucchini. I had cucumbers, all okra. All of that was gone. All of it. They nibbled it down till it was just sticks. Yeah. They didn't leave me nothing. I was like, that's just rude. Serena said Austin Garrison is live on YouTube, probably cover the hurricanes. Yeah, that's a job. Odom says, I know how to skin and dress them. I kind of figured that because when you said if you wish you lived next door to me, we would be eating venison. So I figured you already had a heads up on how to take care of all of that. Yeah, because they big and juicy and they're well fed. They're not eating junk. Everything they're eating in my garden is organic. Nothing's been sprayed whatsoever. That's why they enjoy eating it. And see, as long as I was spraying it with that hot pepper spray, I had a halfway decent garden. But with all this rain, I can't go out there and spray because it just washes it right off. So with all this rain we've been having, it's been pre-rinsing all the veggies, and they've been coming over here and just enjoying themselves to the fullest. Yeah. Uh, Analytic Gardener says, yes, ma'am. They were big boys hanging out in your garden. Yeah. And my girlfriend came to tell me we was going to the farmer's market. And I was like, it was a good deal because I looked through my garden. I didn't have nothing left. I needed to go to the farmer's market. I actually trying to make a deal with one of the big box stores that if they have any fencing that's damaged that they're going to throw out, either they can donate it or I can pay little to nothing for it. So I can kind of get my garden together for next year because this sometimes it can be a little disconcerting to put in all this time and work and energy and get 2 okras off your plant. I got 2 this year. Last year I didn't get any, so I ate one the day before, and the next day I ate one that morning when I came back that was gone that night. So if I didn't eat that one in the morning, I wouldn't have got a chance to get that one. So that's how much they was going through there. Yeah, they was hanging out in my garden real tough. They was just relaxing and max. It was like a what they call a buffet. They picked and choose. They don't mess with the peppers now. I had bell peppers and cayenne and y'all seen that video. If you saw the video, the big huge pepper I got out my garden, they haven't messed with any of those. The banana peppers, nothing like that. They don't touch those, but everything else is it's oh, and then they ate down all my tree collards and now they've grown back and I need to go out there and harvest them again if they haven't gotten them. I hadn't gone out there today. Where was I at? Oh, I was going early this morning when I came home from grocery shopping. After I hit all them stairs, I wasn't going back. I wasn't going back down. Serena says, which insect is always talking to a higher power? A praying mantis. Oh, okay, that's cute. The analytic gardener says we took too much of the gamey taste out of the 2 we processed last year. We won't do that again. We took too much of the game. Okay. So it's like taking out all the flavor, huh? Oh, okay. Kept saying hello, hello, hello. Yeah. So in regards to that, people, we gotta do better. Um, we're always looking for ways to make our life easier as we garden in regards to buying all these raised beds and metal beds where we don't have to bend down as much. We're looking for ways to not to overwork our bodies to the point where we're all broke up in tents. But you got to take care of your skin as well because that's part of your body. Okay. Like they say, your skin is your biggest organ. So you need to take care of it. You're good about when you take a shower or a bath, that when you get out, you have to replace the oils and that you just rinsed off to put back into your skin. And just like Miss Linda advocate drinking, your water every Monday, no meat and your water, all right, to help improve your health, your body, because without your health, nothing else matters. You're not able to function. You're not able to think straight. You're not able to just do anything because you're just all out of whack. So these things not only will help you now, but in the long run, it just doesn't stop today that you want to feel healthy. As you get older, you want to try to be in the best of health as long as possible. Tuesday, I went to see my orthopedic surgeon and we had a long talk. And my surgery is January the 22nd. So I don't know if I'm going to be in the right shape for the Soil Family Expo, but I'm going to try to do my best in physical therapy to get myself together so that I can walk around. They told me, they didn't sugarcoat it. They said it's going to be a lot of pain. And they said the first 3 weeks is going to be horrible as far as you working in physical therapy to get your knee and your leg back into working order. So just giving you a heads up that gotta have it. I'm ready for it. Tired of the pain and the suffering. So, but it's going to be interesting. But for the ones who didn't see earlier and might not see a replay, this is the prize I won on G Quads for her 2000 giveaway, donated by our most beautiful and wonderful Maria Graham. It's a lap blanket, handmade. And I just want to show y'all. It's beautiful. I love it, and it will be well used because it gets cold here in Northeast Ohio, and I will be putting this bad boy to good use. It's absolutely beautiful. I love it. And it was made with love, and I'm going to love it. And thanks again, Maria Graham, if you're still in here, for this beautiful lap blanket. So when it's too cold for us to garden here in Ohio, where some of you guys in the zones you live in, you can garden all year round, I'll have my blanket over my lap watching your video. Chilling out. Oh, yeah. Thank you, everyone. I am. Yep, I'm ready to get it over with. I was trying to think what did I do with it. Oh, well. Oh, it was a card. All right. I'll read the card later. Granny's journal says, to everyone sending hugs and much respect, I will see you all in these YouTube streets where I will be in the bushes, and I will always be praying for you, Miss Shirley. Thank you so much, Grammy. Thank you for seeing you. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate you. I'm frozen again. I shouldn't. Nikki. How are you, Nikki? Enjoyed you last night. We had a good time. Thank you so much. Yeah, on Tampa. It was a good time. Sam says that nearly inspired me to make myself a blanket, but my eyes aren't good enough to thread the needles anymore. Yeah, I understand. Girl, what I eat? Queen, where? Thank you. Uh-oh. Hey, ho, hey, ho, hey, ho, hey, ho. Money in the chat. Money in the chat. Chat. Thank you, Greg. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Oh, thank you for stopping in. Oh, Serena said, why did the yarn have to be disciplined? It was being naughty. Oh my goodness. Yeah, Nikki, it was a great time. It was. I enjoyed it. And that's what I like about our garden community. We have so much knowledge and information. And it's not necessarily about gardening all the time. It could be about life. Uh, it could be about compassion for one another, showing empathy for one another. It just covers so many multitudes of subjects in our garden community. It's not always about, is your brassicas greener than mine, or are you using super juice, or are you using 511, or did you add this kind of chicken fertilizer or worm castor to the soil? It's not about that always 24/7. It's a lot of it going on, but that's not the only thing we talk about. We talk about love. We talk about relationships. We talk about family. We talk about our kids. There's other crafters in here that does other stuff. It's just fantastic what our community can cover, and how that you can put a question in there, and there's someone that's going through the same thing that you may be going through, and might be able to have a shoulder to cry on. Someone that will listen to you and not criticize you, not judge you about what you're going through, but has a hearing ear and can understand and relate to what you're going through. So like I said, I really enjoy our garden community because we grow in more than one way, not just in veggies, but in life, in personalities. You guys have become an extended family. Some of you guys I've actually met in person. We've have kissed and hugged and cried like we were long lost relatives who hadn't seen each other in 20 years. And we just enjoyed each other's company and had such a good time. Yeah, we talk about everything up under the sun. If it involves a pulse and living, we didn't tapped on it some kind of way. Whether it's a mate that has illness, whether you have children with special needs, or whether you personally might be disabled, and gardening and just communicating with other folks. We deal with community gardens. We deal with volunteer services. We try to give you resources of places where you can go get free seeds, or we might direct you to a certain nursery to buy a certain fig or fruit tree of some kind, or a berry bush or something of the sort. We're not just locked in to at one spot. We're not just in a bubble. That bubble has burst, and it's just everything's flowing, and that's what I like about it. We've seen folks with different style eyeglasses, and they be like, "Ooh, I want to buy a pair of those." I went out and I said, "Okay, I want something different. Let's try these." Okay, you know what I'm saying? It's so much fun in our community. We got so much love. We have so much experience. We got people from all different ages, walks of life, ethnicity, whole 9 yards. Everybody here is different in some form, way, or fashion. Some of us have more knowledge than others, some have a little less, but we're all improving and we're all learning. Even though I've been gardening for almost 65 plus years, I'm still learning. It's always new stuff that you guys are teaching me. I'm enjoying it. I love it. And it's just so much more that I'm willing to try and want to try. I see people. I see love. I see ingenuity. I see folks who are hungering to belong to something that is worthwhile and constructive and long lasting. As long as everyone in these chats respect one another and show love, we'll all be here for a long time. And it's just amazing how this community is. And I'm seeing even in the comments, we are an amazing community. Yep. Uh, how do you dehydrate garlic to make powder? Put it in your dehydrator and dry it. If you have a dehydrator, put it in the dehydrator. You can also use your oven where you can put it in there like 350 for about a half an hour or so. Let it dry out and grind. If you got a coffee grinder, grind it up. Yeah. You can make your own garlic powder. You can make your own any kind of powder once you put your stuff in the dehydrator, whether it's red peppers, green peppers, hot peppers, sweet peppers, herbs, or whatever. You can dry them out, grind them up, put them in a bottle, put a label on it. That's how you do it. Keep it moving. Uh, what the Atlantic Gardener says, shucks, Miss Shirley. Love the glasses. Yeah. I'm finding out I like these better. Well, I got some more. Like I told you, I got glasses all over the house. I got about 50 more pairs of glasses over here. I try I try to be matchy in some of my outfits because my granddaughter said one day we were going out and I walked out the room. She said, "Granny," she said, "go back in there and change." She told me to go change. She said, "You look like a rainbow. You look like Skittles." She said, "You got on different, you got too many colors on. Kind of tone them down." So then I started getting matchy. Then she's like, "You going shopping looking like that?" I said, "We just going to the store." She said, "But you dressed up." I said, "All I got on is a nice tracksuit, shades that match, earrings that match, lipstick to match." And she's like, "Man, you looking for a boyfriend?" I said, "I ain't looking for nothing. We going to the grocery store. We coming right back." So yeah, she done got me doing all that stuff. Okay. Our community reporter here, Serena, says CNN is doing live hurricane updates on YouTube right now. Thank you so much. She's just trying to keep us safe, Mike. Serena, Google it. Google it. Check it out. Look up garlic, and it'll ask in regards to dehydrating possibility, or you can put in there, how do I dehydrate garlic? Google it. And it will give you a nice long list and a step by step. And it even will ask you what kind of utensils that you might be using to dry your garlic with, on how to do that. Okay? Let's do it like that. Google it. Do your research. You know, you can check a book out in the library, or you can go to your library and find you a librarian. Yeah. Okay. It was something else I wanted to talk about that kind of threw me off. Well, I know that a lot of folks have joined the hashtag collards and cabbage. With all this rain, it's being well drained because I got them inside the green stock. Now I'm actually worried about putting them in the ground, but they become waterlogged in my raised bed. So I think I would just stick. I got a couple of empty 5-gallon buckets that I can probably stick some stuff in that will drain pretty good, because with all this rain, you can lose a lot of stuff to rot. Excuse me. Francesca says Yankee Sister Homestead has a wonderful video on dehydrating onions. All right. You know, got a lot of them in the chat. They can do that. Put your model dehydrator and Google it. Yep. And it will tell you what items on how long, you know, what have you. Ow. Okay, Mike. After watching G Mama with her garden and all the stuff she's growing in it, what do you have new in yours this year? Because I know you love your peppers. You love all your different kind of peppers, and some tomatoes as well. I need some seeds from Tiny Tim. I messed around and I sent all my seeds out for my Tiny Tim tomatoes, because I actually want to try one of those under some grow lights. Can't find instructions and just sites that sell dehydrators. Be specific when you put it in there, Serena. Cato Family Farm. What's up? What's up? What's up? Thank you for stopping by. Cato, question to you. How do you treat yourself to work in your garden? Do you wear a hat? Do you wear gloves? Do you wear boots? Do you wear long sleeves? Do you use suntan lotion? Do you need something for the bugs, mosquitoes? Do you wear boots? Do you drink water and stay hydrated? Yeah, we understand, Psalms. That's why I asked the question on the live. It's clear to get the answer most of the time. I know, but you need to look up some of that information yourself. We tell you that everybody has a different way of doing stuff. So this way, it's all right for that now. Don't get me wrong, but it's also good for you to do the research, because it's too many sources that you can check all this stuff out and put your own conclusion together. My two new peppers inside are the leisure and monkey face. Yeah, I've heard of leisure, but monkey face is a new variety that I haven't really heard about. So that's cool. Yeah, I want to see how that is. The leisure is delicious. I actually tried the leisure. Some people says leisure, whatever. Pepper when I went to the farmer's market. My farmer, this my favorite stand, they lay all their produce out on top of brown paper bags. Oh no, brown rolls of brown paper. And then right below them, he has in a magic marker what it is and the price. So when you go and look down, you see everything you need to know about whatever product that you want to buy. And he has some leisure peppers, and I bought a couple of them, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna take the seeds out of this and I'm gonna try some myself. See, I don't have to buy the seeds. I already got them. But then I found out going through a pack of seeds I already had some. I got so many seeds, I really don't know what I have. And then I started going through them. I was like, everything that I just about was looking for, I have it. And then I seen folks growing some of the stuff. And I went through and I was like, I got the same seeds. I was like, well, how long I hadn't had these? So that's kind of crazy. Yeah. Heels said boots and water. Okay. Do you have problems with snakes where you need to wear boots? Or do you just wear them to keep your feet dry? Uh, Mike says Planner's Gardener introduced it to me. Okay, cool. A Renaissance grandma. Yeah, y'all need to check on her too, see how she doing. Sent me a hot bell pepper. It's tasty. I say the seeds gonna grow it. All right. Do you need any more cayenne peppers? I got plenty of them. I have a nice leisure that I will be eating soon and saving seeds from the next planting. Do you air dry the seeds or use a dehydrator? The seeds, I put my seeds on wax paper or I, I quit using paper towels because the seeds will stick to them. So I've been using either, was that saran wrap? No, that was wax paper. And what was the other one? Parchment paper to dry my seeds on so they don't stick. Yeah. Like I saw that monkey face earlier on your video. What's the heat like on it? Just put seeds on a paper plate, Serena, and let air dry. Yeah, that too. Everybody saying hello to one another. So is there any questions anyone wants to ask in the chat on how they should be doing things or what they should be doing in regards to protecting themselves in the garden? Does anybody in the chat, I've only heard of maybe one or two people that actually run their nails across a bar of soap when they go out in the yard to keep from dirt getting up under their nails. And then once they finish gardening, it's easier to keep their nails clean. Well, clean the hands afterwards, because if you got soap up under your nails, there shouldn't be any dirt underneath them. Psalms, I tried growing last winter. Aphids got it. Not produced the pepper yet, but it's supposed to be super hot. Okay. Yeah, I remember the battle you had with those aphids. Boy, ooh, I hope I don't have to go through that. I got a few house plants that's outside, so I'm going to take them down to the ground and just turn my hose on them and just give them a good blast of water. And then I actually want to take out maybe about a quarter of an inch of the soil right around underneath the plant on the top to make sure I don't have any eggs or any ones that kind of burrowed into the soil before I bring it in the house. Yeah. And they got this they got some stuff that you can put around your plants when you bring your house plants in. It's supposed to keep from any insects that's sitting in the on the surface from hatching the larvae. I like hot like a scorpion or something, some said. Miss J.K. Gardner says, I haven't grown leisure yet. It is sweeter than the Jimmy Delos. Okay. Would a tarp work for a green stock cover for the pepper plant, or do I need to chop it down and put it in a cool, dark place until spring? That's up to you. I can't tell you one way or another how to do that. That's up to you. If you want to clean out your whole green stock and put it away for the winter, you know, that's your determination there. Because this is my first year with my green stock, and I'm gonna grow in it as long as I can, and then what I can't, I will clean out whatever plants is in there and it's on wheels, and I'm gonna roll it into my garage until spring. So that's just me. I don't know if that's going to work for you. I don't know if you have that type of setup where you can get it out of the elements or just put a tarp over it and keep it covered for the winter months or what. I'm just saying that's me. Shantae said, I use my nail brush to clean from under my nails and short nails. Like I said, I have here next to me all the time because I can't stand dirty nails. So I'm OCD about washing my hands, and I got that from working at the hospital. I still have that habit. When you first walk into my house, you don't come sit down. You go in the bathroom and wash your hands because I don't know where your hands been, what you've been sneezing or scratching or digging in. So you wash your hands before you come sit down. And I'll sit here during the movies and I will shape them up. I will clean them. I will get all up underneath here, push my cuticles back. No, I have nice, healthy nails and I keep them. I have more than one file. I have several files. I got about 2 or 3 of them. If one don't work, I got another one. I do believe in keeping my nails clean at all times. I'm OCD about that. For real, I am. Because people look at my hands. The last thing I want to do is they look at my hands like, ooh, look at her nails. They just nasty. You know, how you got nails like that and they dirty? No. Can't do it, can't do it. Yeah. Hey, Sylvia, you eased on in here. Mike says, I like a longer Scotch bonnet, wrinkly, looks like a face. Thank you, Sylvia, for coming in this evening. Mike said it was sweet. Sweeter than a lipstick pepper. Has great flavor. All right. Good night, Karen's little garden. Thank you for stopping in, dear. I really appreciate you. I hope to see you next Thursday. Thank you so much. Yeah, we'll be getting out here shortly. About 9 more minutes. About 2 hours. And by the way, this is my last show on StreamYard. Because as of by the time my next show come up, StreamYard will no longer be free. It'll be like what, $44.95 or something to do it. So I'm not paying that. So I'm gonna check out Restream and maybe even EV Mux. But this will be my last show on StreamYard because I refuse to pay for it. All right. How do you go down instead of up? Oh Lord, here comes Cropper at the last minute, drag it in here. Cropper, I was looking at your your video short of all your okra. I'm so jelly. Oh my goodness, I love okra, and I only got 2 out my whole garden. You just had all different kinds of okras with your different peppers, and then you had a whole harvest of nothing but okra. I was like, I want to reach in there, just. Yeah, my StreamYard messed up everything. Everyone leave. Oh yeah, they said it's a huge drop in the stock for StreamYard when they said that they was taking away the free issue and charging everybody. K Renee, what's up? What's up? What's up? Sorry, I have been missing you in the morning. I've been dealing with my great granddaughter, so now I'm back home. I can get back into watching your show again because I really enjoy. I do watch your shorts when you working out and exercising. I like the music though. You got a good choice of music. Yeah, they're going up now to $44.99. They can have that too. Hey, Tamika Davis, good evening. Thank you for stopping in. I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We're gonna be out here in about 7 more minutes. Everybody's saying hello to one another. They put it back, Miss Shirley. They put it back. OG, they still have the free plan. Oh, because they was losing so much business. Well, hey, they did that to themselves. Did nobody tell them to put that out there? What did they think people was gonna do? Growing out the bizots. What's up? How are you, darling? The 100,000 subscriber man. Thank you for stopping in. Thank you for stopping in. Okay, Renee, I'm almost scared to even book it for next week because I really, they get flaky and finicky. I think because of a lot of complaints and people cancel. Yeah, well, what do they think? From free to $44? That ain't in my budget. I'm sorry. I can't help you on that one. Betty Farmer, what's up? What's up? What's up? How are you? Thank you for stopping in this evening. Yes, indeedy. For the new ones who just coming in on the tail end here, I'm going to put this question out to you. How do you treat yourself when you work in your garden? In regards to wearing a hat, do you use sunscreen? Do you use any kind of ointment or sprays for mosquitoes? Do you wear boots? Okay, short boots, ankle boots, knee high boots. Do you use gloves of any kind? Do you use the kind of gloves as cotton gloves or rubber gloves or disposable gloves? Do you drink water to keep yourself hydrated? Do you even stretch before you go out in your garden? Because you don't know which way you're going to twist or turn or drop or plop. Can you give me your answers right quick to take us out this evening? Or even do you wear long sleeve cover your arms, you know? How do you deal with being out in the garden? Sometimes I just get out there. Yeah, yes, we do. But in the long term, I mean, no man boots with blue boots. I see them boots you have. I see the little legs, David. In them boots. I see you out there. Do you use gloves? Kay Renee says, I wear a hat, long pants, sometimes gloves, drink water or tea. Okay, so you keep yourself hydrated. It stands for old girl. Indiana backyard gardener. What's up, girl? That's all right. Watch the replay. But I got to talk to you about them elderberries. Yes. Okay, Renee. At night, I have long sleeve because of mosquitoes. Yeah, the mosquitoes ain't no joke. If I go out there now, boy, I better have a bubble because they be biting. They seem like, oh, the light came on. She coming out. Yeah. Well, Nikki, we know about them boots. You know, we're going to style and profile in our boots, in our high heel boots. And we need it. Okay. David, gloves sometimes. Okay. Mm-hmm. Everybody saying hello. Veggie says hot, long sleeve, pants and socks, sunscreen, and sunglasses. Oh, yeah. I forgot about sunglasses because I wear them out there occasionally too if the sun is super bright, even with a wide brim hat. Oh, yes. I have a freezer full. I know, but I want a piece of it. I know you said you was going to try to get a couple pieces up for that long spot where you was getting them at. I would like a piece of that if I could. And work without gloves so long as habit. Yeah, sometimes I like working without gloves because you can feel the earth, you know, especially when you're pulling weeds and stuff. It's kind of nice. Sylvia said, big hat, bug spray, lots of water, shorts, t-shirt, sometimes long pants. Yeah, because they can get you. I done found out they know all my what they call them, my juicy spots. They get me like always underneath this arm, back here, underneath this arm, or right on the back of this wrist. Seems like that's the same favorite spot. So I try to make sure I do that. Okay. Thank you, Indiana. Sam says over here lately, there's been big black flies that have been aggressive and biting people for no reason. Anyone else ever experienced this? I know I heard a lot of people having problems with those fire red ants, though. They say them things, they will bite you up. They don't care. Send me an email, Miss Short, and I will send you a clip. Okay, cool beans. I'll be on that right after this. Are they horse flies? If so, they will bite. Yeah, them horse flies. I got bit by a horse fly. I didn't know what bit me when I went down south. I was in Atlanta. They say, yeah, our flies bite down here. I said, y'all sure these is flies? I don't like wearing gloves unless pulling plants or weeds. But you know what? I don't like wearing gloves while I'm pulling weeds because I like to see if I can feel if I'm pulling the whole root out and not just snapping it at the surface, though. So yeah, horse flies bite hard. Yeah, they let you know that you have been bit. Yeah, horse flies ain't no joke. I haven't heard of black flies, but I've heard of horse flies if they're the same thing. Yeah. Wait a minute. Somebody say, hey, Lala. Did I miss Lala? Yeah, I seen people saying hi to, oh, man. Hold up, y'all. You know what I got to do. Little hoarse tonight, but see if I can do it. Me, 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 me. La, 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 la. La, 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 la. La, 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 la. Do, do, do. I cut it off there. Yeah. I would normally hit like Presbyterian, she would hit the other. No. Hey, Lala. I didn't see you, but I see everybody saying hello, so I figure you in here. Indiana said, I don't wear gloves unless I'm pulling them thistles. Yeah, yeah. I'm around like my Meyer lemons and my roses and stuff. Yeah, you got to watch them. Yeah, some weeds are prickly and some of them will break you out too. The oils in them will break you out. So yeah. Oh, there she go. I see you. Oh, look at David talking about me, 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 me. Y'all silly. Well, y'all, it's 2 hours. I don't want to overdo my welcome. What'd you say to me? Because that's your song. And I appreciate all you people who come in to visit me every week, listen to my lives, check out my videos. I love comments. Please leave me comments. I don't care how short or how long, or emoji or whatever. Please do so. I love you all. I'm Miss Shirley, the OG Gardner, and the OG stand for old girl and not original gangster. I'm here in Cleveland Heights, Ohio, in Zone 6B, and I'm here every Thursday, Eastern Standard Time at 7 p.m. And as I always say, show me that you like me just a little bit and hit that like button and like, share, and subscribe, as I always say. Enjoy your day, and y'all come back now. You hear?